All right. Welcome back to another episode of the End Zone. This is your NFL show. You got your host here. I'm Jamel. I got Reggie in the building. I got EP in the building, and we are glad that you guys are here with us. We're going to continue to hopefully get some people here in the studio with us to talk about some NFL happenings. We're going to talk about Jimmy Johnson joining the Cowboys in an advisory role. We're also going to talk about the dealings that happened with Cam Newton at a youth football event. And then lastly, we're going to have a little bit of fun talking about our top five all-time running backs. And again, we're just happy that you guys decided to join us here at the End Zone. We're gonna give it a few more minutes and hopefully get some people here in the live with us, and then we're gonna get started. Fellas, how y'all doing tonight?
Doing good, doing good. Ready to
Yeah,
roll.
yeah, yeah. Same here, same here. I'm glad we back here on live. We back live. This is our first time back live in a few weeks since the Cowboys ended, and also the NFL playoffs has ended. Our first time going live. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Let's first talk about we have Jimmy Johnson returning to the Cowboys in an advisory role. Just want to get you guys' thoughts on Jimmy Johnson returning to the Cowboys in some fashion, as just as an advisor. What you make of it? Um, do you find any significance with the move? And I'll start with EP. How you feeling, EP, about old Jimmy Johnson returning back to us boys?
I mean, it's a feel good moment for all the old fans, older fans. Me too much. I don't really care for it. I don't really think too much of a difference really. I'll say hopefully Jimmy Johnson can get in there and challenge Jerry doing some stuff. As far as that, maybe that might help. But but it's not budging.
Ain't doing for you.
It's cool though. It's cool to have him back in the building though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
needs
yeah,
some like, a good winning spirit in there.
yeah, yeah. I feel you on that. What about you, Reg? How you feeling about old Jimmy back?
Well, the key to me is this is the question I got wrote down. The statement.
Hmm.
How much power is Jerry gonna give Jimmy? That's the key. Are you bringing back the just asking questions, or are you gonna let him affect the football team? That's the key. Because everybody knows wherever Jimmy touches, it's gonna some gonna shake and some gonna move. But are you gonna give Jimmy that power to touch the team? That is the key. That's my key question right there.
Well, Jerry is
I
getting
think
desperate. He getting desperate at this point, so he might just give up. He said he'll do anything for a championship, which probably means bringing Jimmy back. Was he thought that'd be good for him. So I'm thinking he probably will kind of at least listen to him, listen to what he got to say. But yeah, I think it'll help maybe if he listens, which I'm sure he will.
well, you said maybe EP. I think he'll listen. Power. I think we know the answer to that question. Jerry ain't relinquishing no power. Um,
What option
my
does he have left though? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting and I think we won't never get a clear answer from Jerry Jones or anything, but it'd be interesting to find out what is his exact role. Will it be the not negotiation, but development of the talent that we may have, or looking at the talent that's coming through the pipeline, as far as the draft, evaluating that talent in the draft, and giving his opinion on the draft prospect that we might get, or will it be to look at the team overall, look at the season that we had, who performed? Uh, what do you think his best attribute, with him being in Fox, booth for what now? What 20 years now?
Mhm.
Where can he help us out though, Reggie?
I mean, he's a football guy. He coached on the college level one. He coached on the pro level. He knows football, and he can seek talent. And he knows when guys is that guy. He tests guys? Can that guy cut it, or can he not cut it? That's what made him so unique at both places, at Miami and Dallas. So that experience that he has, that's what I'm trying to say. So how much power are you gonna give him? I'm not saying he go in there, he cut somebody or wave somebody.
That's what I'm saying. I would. I'll take that. I'll take him being the cutthroat guy and being like, hey, cut ties with this guy, cut ties with that guy. That's probably what's needed. I think the culture's gotten too nice at the Cowboys. Like, we not that cutthroat team like maybe what like Belichick used to be, when like he'll do away with you if you feel cancer to the team. So maybe Jimmy Johnson can instill the cutthroat, in mentality at least, because I don't feel like that nobody's scared to lose a spot up there.
But that's what like I said, all boils back down to that power. You can say that, but how much power? And like and Jamel said the key thing. They're not gonna let it be open. Well, what he's gonna focus on. Just like some people, they come in and advise where this guy is over. He's gonna be advising on player development or player operations.
Mm-hmm.
It just said he's an advisor to the team. So that is so many open. It's an open question.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps like Jamel said, it keeps you wondering what does he affect? We all know he can affect things, but what does he affect?
Definitely I like the point you made, Reggie, about him being a football guy, and a guy that we all know that Jerry respects. I like what you said in regards, EP, of bringing possibly some fire in that organization, in that building, that maybe guys know that Jimmy Johnson has Jerry ear, and if guys are not cutting it, he may say, hey, why are we still hanging on to this guy, or some matters like that. So definitely great points that you guys made. I definitely want to see what or hear what Jimmy is bringing to the table. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna do some type of interview or mentions how he's contributed, especially as we get down the road on next season. So yeah, definitely one that we just want to keep an eye on, of his role. I like that he's in the building. I like that he's can give some type of advice to whatever said coach and Jimmy. So yeah. So thank you guys. Also, again, want you to remind you guys, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Please also put your notifications on, so you guys are aware when we go just like this when we go on live. All right. So hey, let's get into the next topic. So you guys, I'm not sure if you've seen the video of Cam Newton. He was in a, sort of you can call it a hug, push around, scuffle, fight. Definitely some type of engagement with a couple of guys. Actually, they were brothers. So the first reports that came out was that, that there, was this fight. Cam Newton was in this fight, and at a youth tournament, it has since come out that the two brothers, they have spoken, and they basically put the blame on Cam. They were contrite on what happened and apologized to the brawl that happened out there. Where there was kids, there was parents, an event going on. They mentioned that how they knew Cam, and They knew some of the players on Cam's team, and that some of the disagreement what happened was because of some disrespect from on Cam Newton's part. We haven't heard from Cam yet in regards to this, but I just wanted to hear you guys' thoughts on, when you saw the video came out and after seeing the video, hearing some new reports on how you feel about the whole situation going down with Cam at a youth sports tournament, where we don't want to see sort of those things happen. So just want to hear you guys' thoughts on that.
You want to go,
Yeah,
EP?
I will. I'll say this the disrespect for Cam has been coming a lot lately. This ain't the first time. I don't know what the actual situation was to where what led up to the argument, but I know back then, this is probably about 3-4 years ago. It was at his camp. He had the kids. They was talking mess to him like he was there to play or something, like telling saying, "Hey, have a job," and whatnot. And this disrespect been going on, and I'm wondering like why is that? And this is his camp. So it's just weird. It's weird. It's weird to me of what went on. So you got the leader of the camp. Why is the leader of the camp even getting touched for one? Why I shouldn't even be getting touched? To start from there. So I just got a lot of questions. I still got a lot of questions. I want to know what went on to have that even happen. But at least to say, man, he handled them, man. He handled them young men. Them boys was underage, huh? Or them grown men?
No, they grown men. So one
Grown
of the
men?
reports, some of the updates that came out is that they know Cam.
Yeah.
They used to work for Cam Newton, and they had a disagreement at one particular time to the point that they left the organization that Cam was running, and they formed their own organization. Another report that came out is that again, when they said they was blaming Cam, they mentioned that Cam was the one that put their hands on them first, which then escalated the situation where you saw the brother of the person being grabbed come and swing at Cam. So that's more of an update of what we heard initially. Again, we haven't heard from Cam, but again. So again, let me hear your thoughts on that, Reggie. How you feeling?
Okay, let's start from the beginning. First of all, if you watch the video, those brothers charged Cam.
That's what I seen.
Bottom line up front. So reround you. So what got you so upset that both of y'all tried to jump Cam? If you know Cam right there, why y'all couldn't handle that after you got from around the youth? So that's saying some BS right there, bottom line. And I'm with EP. The disrespect for Cam, this guy probably eventually is gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's out there with the youth club. He's bringing publicity to this game and this tournament. And y'all do this. That's why a lot of us, and I'm gonna put it out there, the black community. I'm gonna go that deep. The black community and black athletes don't like to go to stuff and bring it because we feel like we're right there with them. They don't know more football than Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? And the disrespect, Cam handled them. He could have hurt them. Cam 6'5", 250. And them guys, he could have knocked them guys out. Bottom line up front.
Probably 260, 270.
Now. All that old talking about what they were gonna do. That's what I'm trying to say. He could have hurt them. Athletes couldn't hurt you. But it's an embarrassment to the black community. But only people that's gonna get hurt are the kids. Because what if Cam said, well, hey, I don't want to be a part of stuff like this no more. It's gonna hurt the black community because the kids are gonna get hurt because they don't get the publicity. Because you got college people coming out there, looking high school coaches coming out there looking at these kids, they performing, and they might say, well, hey, I want them on my team. That's what gets me. one thing we got to the point where like now we're on social media, but we got to the point now that social media, we think we can say anything, do anything, embarrass and disrespect people like they're nothing. But you got to understand, Cam, he's a man, but he's well respected too. He was an NFL MVP.
Man.
Get that man his due respect, man. If you got to say, if you got to do, y'all do that after you're around from the youth. But evidently, it still was some beef because they left the organization, damn organization. You know what I'm saying? So it's something deeper than they saying. And me personally, Cam doesn't have to say anything. He don't have to address anything. To me,
you don't think he needs to address the part of them claiming that he started with the disrespect to their team. He was the one that grabbed them because they were claiming that they went up to Cam to basically say, hey, they don't appreciate the disrespect to them and their team.
Come on, man. Come on. When you went up there and you seen them, come on.
Hey, Reggie, to your point, man, like you said, everybody got this nowadays, man. Everybody got an opinion, man, and everybody got a platform or somewhere to voice their opinion nowadays. That's just the thing, whether you got credentials or not. Everybody's entitled to their opinion nowadays, which can backfire, which is good, but can backfire a lot. I feel you on that. I feel you.
Yeah, definitely one of the points you made in regards to with the social media, it kind of puts people feel they on the same footing, but people nowadays are just not tolerant disrespect too, and so that's another reason why I want to hear what Cam had to say in regards to this, because I understand he's a well celebrity, he's a well-known figure, he's doing great things in the community. But if you're talking trash out there, and and then I go and say something to you, and you put your hands on me, I think you're crossing the line a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, I think you're crossing the line, and it leads to other things.
You have no proof of that. What the video showed was them and him. That's what the video showed me. That's what my eyes seen.
And Cam probably don't have to say nothing else because it's video proof.
That's what my eyes seen. I don't know what.
So I may have seen a different video. All I seen was Cam yoking someone up on some stairs, and the dude was trying to catch his balance.
It like him trying to get juked. He was getting jumped.
Right, and then his brother came and with the punch. So the brother came. That is confirmed. The brother came with the punch because he basically was like, "Hey, I saw my brother, and I jumped in."
But so I wouldn't have to say much. Like I said, if I was Cam, just because of the fact it's already on video. What does it look? What does it look like? Whether you get yourself in more trouble, like yeah.
So if I'm understanding right, you guys are saying the video shows Cam being what part am I missing in regards to the video?
He didn't come up to them.
You caught a little glimpse. It's a small glimpse before, and they charge. That's what you were seeing. So
okay,
yeah, he come in their space.
Right.
So this is my thing. Okay, you said let's go scenario here. I say something you feel like it's disrespectful. So that gives you the right to come in my face, huh?
I mean, no, I don't have the right to, but I may come. I may, like you said, I may pull you to the side or to say, "Hey, yo, what's going on with these words that you're saying towards me?"
And
I'm not saying I don't have a right, but
come with it. I
don't have a right, but especially if I know you, I'm definitely going to approach you. I may not approach you as,
Yeah, but that's why I feel it's deeper than they got history. They still got beef with Cam. They got something against Cam. You know, bottom line, if it was that disrespectful, you got people out there, they were videoing it. Why has nothing came out saying when Cam said this toward them? And believe me, they had to be talking too. So sometimes you get yourself in a zone, and it happens to us a lot. We get ourselves in the zone, and Cam might have got the best of. Mm-hmm. You got to be tough skinned too now. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying Cam is right, but what I've seen is, and I know this, Cam could have hurt them. He didn't want to hit them. He could have hurt them. Mm-hmm. His physical attributes, he could have hurt them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nah, and then the other part that is sad, and obviously, like you said, neither one of these guys is right. You know, they all take some blame. Is as coaches and adults at youth events, we got to get to the point where we putting these kids first. I don't see why that when you having a youth event and you have people fighting, you have adults fighting at these events, somebody should have some type of mentor to say, wait a minute, this is not the proper place for this. And these people at these youth sports, it's still getting out of hand.
Aqib Talib, brother shot somebody. Well, alleged.
Nah, that's on video. and he in prison for that. So
man,
that's a great where a disagreement goes way too far over a bad call.
It's just not in front of the kids. It's a time and place for everything.
It's a time and a place. It's a time and a place.
Yeah, I go back to why are they trying to walk up to him? You answered the question. Why they couldn't wait?
Yeah, that's his event. What they doing there? If you got disagreements with him, why like?
I don't know if it was his event, but he sponsored it.
Yeah, that was his. No, that was his.
That was his.
That was his 707. I think I'm not mistaken. That was 707. He hosted every year.
Yes,
it's an invitation. It's like that's his. He had his banners in the background. It was him. That was him.
Yeah,
probably why he not speaking on it too, because like he might lose that. He might not be able to do that no more out there. You know,
he might not want to do it no more.
At this point, yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like you said, Reggie, the kids is the one that's going to be hurting.
Yes, and that's the bottom line. The kids are the ones going to be hurt. The kids.
Mm-hmm.
And other communities, but we as black men, it's happening too much in our community right now. Like you said, when are we gonna say enough is enough and we gotta stop?
Mm-hmm. You would think when we're around children and we're trying to help children to set an example.
Mm-hmm. What the baby's gonna do?
You would think definitely then. But well, man, again, y'all miss your feel Cam got to say so. I do want to hear his side. I believe envy and jealousy played a part.
Yeah.
Point Reggie made as well. I think that there's definitely more to it. So yeah, I mean, I definitely want to hear from them. It'd be good if they could actually come together and do some type of interview or something just to show some type of unity, like they can move past it. Reggie laughing. Reggie laughing. It's for the kids, man. It's for the kids, man. To show that, hey, even though you had a disagreement, you can come to some type of solution to move forward. Well, yeah, I hope Cam doesn't stop doing events, but he definitely need to get some more security and when he go on these type of events because the
Security's
nigga
fired. Whoever they
disrespect is at an
was,
all-time high. It's at an all-time high for Cam. So
whoever the security was is fired. We'd be let go.
oh man. All right. Hey, so next we're gonna talk about we're gonna have a discussion on our top 5 running backs of all time. Who you guys feel are your top 5? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start it off since I got the mic, and then I'm gonna hand it to you guys. I'm gonna go from 5 uh, to 1. Um, so at my number 5, I have might be a somewhat of a shocker, but maybe not. I got LaDainian Tomlinson. I'm gonna go
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
I got number 5. I got LaDainian. I'm gonna go over some of his stats. Over 13,000 yards over his career. 145 rushing TDs, second all time in that. 163 total TDs, third all time behind only Jerry Rice and Emmitt Smith. And he has an MVP in his career. And then during that MVP season, he rushed for 1,815 yards and 28 TDs. Okay, so that's LT.
Mm.
My number 4, I got Cowboys finest, Emmitt Smith, all-time leading rusher. 164 rushing touchdowns. That's the all-time high. He had 11 seasons of 1,000 yards. That's crazy. He had 4 seasons in a 5-yard span where he led the league in rushing. And his best year was in '95. His 6th season, he had over 17,000 yards and 25 touchdowns and 62 receptions. Dude was basically a running back and your third receiver, or probably your second receiver. So that's number 4. Number 3, this was my childhood football hero, Sweetness, Walter Payton. That's Walter Payton, number 3. Over 16,000 yards, 10 seasons with 1,000 yards or more. 77 games with over 100 yards, 110 rushing touchdowns. And his best season, he went for 1,852 yards. And he also has a MVP as well. My number 2, I got Barry Sanders. 1,000 yards and over in every season he played. Played 10 seasons, 1,000 yards in every season. And he had over 15,000 yards in 10 seasons. Crazy. And my number 1, Jim Brown. Over 12,000 yards in 9 seasons. Only 9 seasons. Over 15,000 total yards in that 9 season. The last year that he was his last year in his career, his NFL career, he had over 1,500 yards. And check this out, the dude was a 3-time MVP.
Yeah, correct.
So that's my 5. I got Jim Brown, the great Jim Brown, at my number 1. I'm gonna slide. Go ahead, EP. I'm gonna go to you, and then we'll end with Reggie.
All right, Reggie, we're gonna keep it old school, as old school as I can, at least. From what I see, I test and what as far as who would have been able to run the ball today as well, So don't kid me too much on this. And I got a 5A and 5B. I just couldn't narrow it down. It's just too many running backs. But I got, they hand in hand because you in my book when you said LT. But I got LT and Jim Brown at 5 as of right now. And let me keep going here in a second. So I got LT and Jim Brown at 5. It's going off eye test. 4, you have got to mention AP, Adrian Peterson, as far as like I know you his stats, but I'm going eye test here as well as he the last running back that I've seen is like the breaking these long runs. You don't see that no more in today's game. You might have seen it back in the day, but AP the last one to be breaking the long runs and going, that's the last guy I've seen to do that consistently. At 3, I'm gonna go Barry Sanders. I'm gonna go Barry Sanders. No, not Barry Sanders. I'm sorry, my fault. Actually, 2 is Barry Sanders, and 3 is Bo Jackson. I like shifty guys. I like shit. I like seeing shifty guys, athletic guys. Bo Jackson ain't played enough years, but he's top 3. And 1, I'm going Emmitt Smith. I got to. He put up the yards. He, like I said, physical guy, very consistent. Another guy that can go the distance as far as like, even though he was a little bit heavier, he's not only going to run through you, he's going to take the distance as well. So Emmitt Smith as well. So that's my top 5.
It's a good 5 or 6.
What Reggie got to say? Reggie, critique my top 5.
I ain't said
Critique my top 5 before you go yours.
Jamel,
you as well.
Jim Brown, you got Brown too low, man.
You got him too low. I could have put him 2-3. I could have put him 2-3. I rarely saw Jim Brown. I like it was like
right, but I understand it. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You ain't see Jim Brown.
Yeah. I guess for me, the only one I'm like, huh? But you mentioned that you like elusive backs, and so I can understand the pick was Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. Maybe I could have switched Jim Brown with Bo Jackson.
Well, I think not even looking at the ranking, now Bo was nice. I just don't know if Bo did enough for me. That's my only. Don't get me wrong, if Bo would have played football exclusively, I could see that. OJ Simpson. OJ Simpson was nice, but I don't know about that Bo Jackson one. He was nice, but that's for me.
Being top 5.
Longevity. So what I say, I take a critique. I could have took Bo. Well, I want to move LT. I mean, yeah. So
I wouldn't even mind if you put AP over Bo Jackson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think you just got a little bit too high. Or even on the list at all. I don't have a problem with AP being on there. The only thing with AP, he didn't win for me. You know what I mean? Great back. Don't get me wrong, great back, but he just didn't win. But I got you.
Yeah, think about what you think a lot of great running backs did win. As far besides the fact, besides not the era of Emmitt Smith, past Emmitt Smith, what great running backs are winning these days?
There's a lot of them. Got Marshall Faulk.
It's early 2000s.
No, one more.
Marshawn Lynch, you say Lynch? It's just not like Derrick Henry's not gonna win. Like those those guys just probably the best hope was Zeke. Best hope was probably Zeke back in his first 2 years, but
Zeke is putting them numbers his first 3 years. But no, you make a good point in regards to the running backs not necessarily having, our stellar running backs not necessarily having an impact on winning. That's probably why they're having a tough time getting their paydays nowadays. But
exactly, yeah, it's the whole other game now.
That's a good point you made, because only the last one I could think of is Marshall Faulk. I can't think of nobody else actually.
Yeah, that's two. I'll say Marshawn Lynch, but that's even like that's just.
I wouldn't say Lynch because Lynch was good, but he's not. He was
top 5 running back at that time.
Yeah, at his time. Yeah.
Yeah, in his time. So that's
at his time. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Reggie, let's hear from you, man. What's your top 5 running backs? What you got.
My top 5, I got them an A and a B.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Emmitt Smith and Tony Dorsett.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at Dorsett and I looked at how many years he played. 10, 11 years, 12,000 yards, 77 touchdowns. And the reason I have them at fifth is because the Cowboys line back then, nobody could compare the Cowboys line. Probably about the Redskins or somebody like that. Their lines, hey, they supposed to get them yards, but their lines was tough. Their offensive line. At number 4, I got Barry Sanders.
Mhm.
Barry Sanders, elusive, tough. If he played, I always say, if he played behind the Cowboys line, what would he have done?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was he done? Because he was running for his life a lot of time, a lot of years. Then number 3, Eric Dickerson. The guy that led the NFL, still holds the record for 2,105 running. He had 13,000 yards. He 90 touchdowns. Hey, he led the league in rushing 4 times. Eric Dickerson, a lot of people forget about him.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, my home guy, Sweetness, Walter Payton.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go with that? And number 1, the great one, Jim Brown.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta put him there. What he did,
in there?
he quit football to go to Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If he'd have stayed in football, I don't know what he would have did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, he changed the game. He changed the running back game. He made a lot of guys make money. The stuff he was doing, but he quit football to go to Hollywood. He said he got bored. He said, "Well, I'm gonna go be an actor." Jim Brown. That's my 5. That's my top 5 right there.
Yeah, I was looking at Jim Brown's stats, man, and I was like, what?
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, he was putting up, he had like 3 or 4 years when he was rushing for like 1,600 yards.
And he was doing it with 14 games.
I was about to say, well, less games, because now 1,000 yards is tainted now. Not say it's tainted, but
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a little different.
I'm looking at 14 games. Dorsett, 14 games. Eric Dickerson, 14 games.
I did not mention Eric Dickerson, but like, it's just so many running backs, man. It's so many great running backs. I forgot about Eric Dickerson.
This was definitely a hard list to come up with.
Now that was mentioned Tony Dorsett. Now that was mentioned Dorsett.
Yeah,
we mentioned a lot, but it was a tough one. That was tough. That's my hardest one there. I ain't gonna lie. I still want to go back and put some in.
Eric mentioned Earl Campbell, and he mentioned O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, Earl Campbell was short. He was longevity.
I say longevity. You gotta add that in there.
He was a hell of a back. He run over you like that, but longevity. I mean, you got O.J. Simpson. He was a hell of a running back. You got Marshall Faulk, like you said. You know. But hey,
should have went 10, man. That was tough. That was a tough one. That's tough.
He should have went 10. Oh,
but you see, I didn't mention nobody from, like, obviously nobody from today's game, but like you can't. Especially when you say longevity, like the ceiling is short. The ceiling is short for him nowadays.
Like you mentioned, like you said though, maybe Adrian Peterson was like one of the last guys to break something off.
One of the last ones.
He never played for just a good team. Like just a good team. So I say you got Jerome Bettis, Eric. Yes, longevity.
He wasn't that
one-dimensional back.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, he was that. He was the bus.
Mm-hmm. You know what he came in there for?
Get you those short yarders. Here's another one that was a kind of a precursor to the 2000 running backs, where you guys have run and catch. Obviously, you had Emmett, but here's a guy that was right neck and neck with Emmett that doesn't get some credit.
I know
People
you
don't
been
talk about.
at Buffalo. Thurman Thomas. Thurman Thomas. Yeah, he's a bad cat too.
Thurman Thomas.
It's one Bowl. It'll been different for him, but they ain't winning the Super Bowl.
He gets looked over, but he was neck and neck with Emmett.
Yes,
doing the same things
every year.
Yep.
Yeah, we get washed up now that like we get washed up with so many running backs. I thought Todd Gurley was on a good thing. And no. Don't hear say all the time. I'm just saying like he was on to something good till he kept getting hurt. I like
you was
man,
doing good. You was doing good.
Like you get so many running backs nowadays. It's just like man, this is a young game.
One good year.
He had a pretty good. He had a pretty good
one.
So what running back? Who the best running back right now? Who you taking?
I was just thinking of that. To be honest with you, man, I'm still a fan of Derrick Henry, man. And when you're talking about, so you mentioned something about not a lot of running backs can take the long ball. I think Derrick Henry still has that capability.
And why? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I was just gonna say, wrap it up and just say, I hope the Cowboys pick him up in free agency. If the Titans don't tag him, what, Reggie?
Hey, you know, I hope they pick him up too. Unless Jimmy Johnson tells somebody, they ain't gonna do it.
It's a young man's game, a young running back's game. I for sure, like Reggie said, I for sure take him though. Don't get me wrong. I'll take him.
Yeah. Who you got for us like today's running backs?
I don't want to go obvious. I don't want to go obvious and say Christian McCaffrey.
I would have McCaffrey.
But let's go younger. Let's say somebody younger than that. Who you looking at? You could even go Saquon.
Man,
Saquon. I see like if I'm going to go younger, so I'm gonna say Christian McCaffrey obviously as of right now. But if I'm gonna go younger, I like Bijan Robinson. I like him a lot just because he can come out the backfield and be a receiving back.
He's coming.
I'm just saying like who I'll take right now is like the best, like saying going into next who I start my season around. Like kind of how we did like with basketball last time.
Oh, you saw that young running back.
I got one.
Goes to the draft.
James Cook out of Buffalo.
Okay.
Like him.
Yeah.
Don't nothing jump out to you though. Don't ain't nothing just.
He gave the Bills a boost. He gave the Bills a boost. Yeah. I like it.
He gave the Cowboys a business too.
I got to see another year out of it.
That's because I don't think nobody expected the Bills to run the ball like that in the first place. Yes, I think that's what. So we'll see another year, like you said.
I sure hope we realize teams are going to try to run. I hope they realize teams will run the ball against us this year.
But one guy's a sleeper too. That running back from Miami. I can't remember his name.
Acne.
He's pretty good too. He's pretty good.
About him. Mm-hmm.
He got to get him a couple of years, but he's pretty good.
I wonder what Miami gonna do with Moser. You wouldn't take Moser on the Cowboys? Absolutely not.
Too light.
We need somebody to run the ball. Yeah, and
we need a physical back that can, kind of like a statement back, but to bring the attitude. We need a back like that.
Time management, a good running game, like a good physical running back helps with the time management. So you ain't like pushing, to throw the ball downfield like that. So I'm like you, probably a good physical back that we can do that can run 70% of the plays rather than 50 to 60 with Tony Pollard. That's what you're getting with Pollard. You ain't getting what you need. Yeah. But I'll keep our franchise take Pollard and still let him play.
You want Pollard?
Franchise.
I'm gonna give him another chance. Oh yeah, we forgot about Pacheco. Hey man. The check gonna be told that.
Nah, he ain't it. I agree with you, Reggie.
Yeah, hey, come on.
I like Pacheco.
I ain't saying it's good bad. It's good bad.
Pacheco running harder than Pollard, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't saying much though, huh?
No.
My fault, man. Hey,
and then y'all trying to franchise that man. Nah, man.
I like him as the number 2. I like Pollard as the number 2.
Yeah, maybe I want him to get his legs up on it.
Not as a franchise. He said we need Aaron Jones back in the Cowboys uniform.
Aaron Jones is the Cowboys killer. We don't want him nowhere near.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones is the Cowboy killer.
Do y'all think Deuce Vaughn could be a first and second down back?
Yeah, he would have been what, like, say, if Tony Pollard would have did what he's supposed to do, and like maybe been that Zeke, maybe Deuce Vaughn can be over there.
I don't know if he can take the punishment.
I feel like he can come in there every now and then, but if Pollard was, like I said, if Pollard was taking it would have taken Pollard to take care of business, to run the ball, and for him to come in there just like Pollard did when Zeke was there, to come in and do that. Because I think he would have got loose a couple times. At least it'd be something to see.
I think they need to use him more, but I don't know if he can take that first and second down and wear and tear over the season.
I'm saying like a couple two or three series during the game, just let him rock, let him get loose, find the game. It takes a while for him to get his legs up under him,
Second back or something. What about all right, so we got the draft coming up. Where y'all want the Cowboys to pick at? What position room?
Linebacker.
Yeah, obviously. If they don't go to free agency. Cam Akers pretty good.
No.
Cam Akers the same as Pollard. Like I said, I put the if I'm already take Pollard, there ain't no difference.
Cam Akers, man. What the hell?
If we ain't going big, forget it. Let's keep Pollard.
If McVay don't want you.
Yeah.
For real.
That's a good point. So you agree with Reggie on the linebacker, EP?
Linebackers and O-line. If we can get some O-line, that'll be great. But linebacker. But I feel like we should go to free agency with the linebacker. We don't have time. If we're trying to win now, which I hope that's the case, we need to go to free agency. It's too many linebackers. We can at least get one sensible linebacker. If not, say we kind of shaky on it. Yeah, go to the draft. Go make that the first round, and make the rest of that offensive line. Because it's like it's time to start developing. We got some good pieces, but it's time to start, having, if Tyron's gonna stay, he has to develop these young guys while he's here. Let him give us a friendly contract, you could say, and just develop the young guys. We go straight to the line like we used to.
Yeah, I think the line is. I agree with you there. I think the line is definitely the spot we need to go. I don't know if there's a first round linebacker out there.
Yeah,
definitely get a linebacker, but I don't know about the first round.
Yeah, you could probably catch one in the second and third round.
Yeah, I think the line. Merry Christmas.
Well,
we got Merry Christmas.
Hey, I know it's a leap year.
Man. So this was fun, man. Kind of went a little over, but this was fun, man. And looks like we had a couple people here on the live with us. But again, just want to thank you guys that joined the live. We really appreciate it. We want to say that also, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. We got some great things coming up here shortly. We got some interviews, and we're gonna continue to bring you content. One thing I also want to make a notice that so you guys that subscribe, we are now doing a basketball show. So please be on the lookout for that. Because you're gonna see that weekly content coming into your YouTube channel for us. So please be on the lookout for that. We got James Thompson that's going to be hosting our NBA, not NBA, but more of a basketball show with Reggie and EP. So again, please take a look at that. And again, we appreciate everybody for watching our videos and liking our videos and subscribing to our channel. Any parting words, fellas?
Peace.
Tune in. Please tune in.
Yes. Please tune in. We're going to keep bringing you guys great content. All right. We out of here. Peace.